What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action spawning in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. You might not know this player, but he's actually a very, very strong Ra player. His name is Mage, and he obviously is playing as Ra. I believe there's another name associated with this account, but it's not coming back to me. But he is a strong Ra player. He does stream from time to time, and he's participated in some of the S tier tournaments over the years and done fairly well. So we've got a great matchup here, Mage and Matreiuss. I'm excited to see what Matreiuss is going to pull here. Matreiuss playing Zeus is a bit of a treat, in all honesty. He tends to stay away from this god ever so slightly in favor of playing gods like Loki or Poseidon. He doesn't play a whole lot of Zeus, but that doesn't mean that his Zeus isn't badass, because he is a badass Age of Mythology player. So we'll see how it's going to go. Matreiuss starting up here. It looked like he went 5 onto food, 2 over onto wood, and he's probably going to chuck 2 onto gold. Now, I've said this once or twice or a million times. When you're constructing your own build orders, the most important thing to think about is how many resources do I need when? And that's if you're creating your own build order. So for me, I think about Zeus and I say, I need 100 gold by about, I don't know, by plus a temple. So I need 100 gold plus a temple, which is like 40 seconds of build time. Maybe it's less. It's 40 seconds for Egyptian. Maybe it's less for Greek. So let's just say 30 seconds of build time. So I need to get that 100 gold in and 100 wood in for both the temple and the house and all that stuff. So my plan is I want to get this gold villager onto gold really early. I've already got 250 food starting, so I don't need to worry about the amount of food income that's coming in. So you're more than able to put villagers onto wood and onto gold early. Now, you don't have to put all of them onto wood and gold early, but you are capable of doing that sort of an opening. As we do see Matreiuss moving into the center of the map here, he's going to be basically getting what he needs, but he's going to be advancing a little bit later. Now, there's no problem with advancing later at all. In fact, you actually get more resources for it. So this build order is going to be helping him motor into that sort of a situation. Mage, on the other hand here, he's got himself 8 villagers on food already. He's going up to 9. It looks to me like he's got hunting dogs. Temple coming up here from Mage, and this again is more of a build order problem than what Matreiuss is going to experience. But 3 villagers with a priest empowering this temple up. I'm not 100% sure on the math. It actually might be beneficial to do this, but logically speaking, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. With the build rate of Ra going up by 30%. I just don't know. I think you have to go in and actually do some math there to see if taking the villagers off of gold, having the temple finish faster, is actually more economically efficient. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go into editor afterwards. I'll let you guys know in the description below. If I forget, leave a comment and tell me to tell you what's better, empowering a temple with a priest with 3 villagers, or putting a temple up with 1 villager and having 2 villagers and the priest on the mining camp. Obviously, you can do if you really want, you can have the priest empower the temple and flick over onto the gold mine and back onto the temple when the dump happens from the villagers. But we'll see how things are going to go. As Mage moves forward, he's grabbing himself the walrus in the center of the map. Matreiuss, on the other hand, still no advance. And I do believe that, well, actually, is this a specific build? No, it's not the build I'm thinking, but this is a very, very late advance time here for Matreiuss for no great reason. There is a build which is very, very metagamey from the Greek players. I believe I've seen Nullus going for it and some other people going for it. It's a metagamey build because the idea is you grab your hand axe, you grab your pickaxe, you advance at 515, you drop 2 town centers straight away with an incredibly strong economy. But Mage on this side here, It does look like he's going to be grabbing a town center. He's got great food behind him. He's eating the walrus nice and early in his main base. He doesn't have a box. He's chucking an armory down. So this looks like it's going to be somewhat of a naked, fast heroic here from Mage. And you can just see how much value Matreiuss could have had in this game if he'd advanced a little bit faster, but did not manage to do so. And he will be dropping his own town center relatively soon. You'd have to imagine as soon as he advances to the next age, he is sending villagers already over there off of wood. He's got himself 600 wood already, so plenty of resources where that's concerned. Grabbing the goats around the back here, very, very useful as well. Idle villagers need to get sorted out. One trick you can do is whenever you queue your villagers up to the next walrus, you can always just shift click onto the one after that. So just in case you miss the villagers going idle, they're only going to be idle for a little bit. Using shift is one of the easiest ways to make up for low APM. So get used to how that shift click functions and start using it whenever you've got downtime in the game, basically. Tell your dudes to get going. There's some great tricks you can do with like Atlantean, because Atlantean citizens don't have a drop off. So shift click with Atlanteans is really, really efficient. So for example, if you've got your villagers on gold, you can grab your villagers, right click on gold, shift click to the next gold mine, and they're going to walk there as soon as that gold mine finishes. And you're not going to have to worry about it when there's a whole bunch of things going on. Really, really smart ideas where that's concerned, as we do see the town center just about to finish here. As the scout coming through, Matreiuss will spot this armory going up as the Centaur going to deny that one. This is really, really bad for Mage here. Mage is going to have to send something over here to deal with this. Is there a priest in the main base? There's no priest in the main base, but Mage is still getting away with eating these walruses. The walrus are about to finish up there. The Toskopos does get picked off. Villager getting sent back away yet again. This armory is literally at 99% now. It might not seem like it, but it is. It's basically at 99%, and it's been denied. Not that it's a huge deal here, as Mage, he's still not gotten himself his farms. He's got these elk over here. In all honesty, he probably would be very, very close to the heroic age had he not jumped those villagers onto wood and just grabbed elk here and maybe even ate his goats in his main base there, as the armory almost going down there, but looks like the Centaur super close to dying there at 12 HP as another villager going to be moving forward. Now this village is really low HP here. Matreiuss is targeting down the Wadget as the armory finishes up there, 48 HP, gets it up. Not the biggest of deals if he loses it, but I mean, 36 HP might go down at any point there. Moving back over to Matreiuss' perspective, he still doesn't have a military building down. In fact, he's going for a third town center. Very, very late third town center on this map. I'm scared here for Matreiuss because Mage is going to be hitting him very, very hard. The farm's coming down greedily on the forward town center. There's still hunt remaining. This is such a Ra-ism, so to speak, is these farms that come down on a forward town center when you have hunt. It just, personally, I don't get it. The reason I don't get it is twofold. So, with Ra, you can rain at any point in the game because you've got Locust. So if you want to rain, say, at 20 minutes into the game, you can Locust your opponent's farms, which is going to give you guaranteed damage as opposed to a Locust on villages, which is less guaranteed. But more importantly, you can rain with 30 farms. You can rain with like as many farms as you want if you don't need to click rain to go to the heroic age. And that's my contention with Ra. And I think that if Ra players can work out the macro where that's concerned, it's definitely harder. Don't get me wrong. Requires a lot more practice and knowledge of matchups to pull those sorts of build orders off. But if Ra players can do that, they will end up being in a really, really strong position, or more strong of a position. But even in this position here, where Matreiuss goes for this delayed third town center, this is going to be a really, really big economy for Mage, pushing him in front of Matreiuss for a little bit, and Matreiuss is going to have to somehow defend what's going to be coming for him. He still doesn't have a military building down, as Matreiuss here I'm not sure what his plan is. Now, I have seen some Zeus players just saying, you know what, we're just going to go for a full boom here. Not going to get anything out. He's struggling for food as all the hunt has been eaten on the map because he didn't push Mage off of this walrus here. He could have been on this walrus had he pushed Mage off of the walrus, but did not manage to do so. So he's eating berries in the center of the map. Still no military buildings. Lots of wood in the bank, though, to spam those down. So he's got to decide what sort of units he wants to go. As Mage now going to the heroic gauge at this point through Hathor, 50% of the way there. He's got himself some upgrades here with Shaft Mine already. He's also getting Hand Axe, so he's going to have a lot of economy coming in, but he is only on the 2 town centers. So Matreiuss is going to have a few more villages than Mage going forward here. Hannah Rain, thank you for the 1 year, my friend. That's so huge. Appreciate the support. Thanks so much. So Pegasus is flying away here. Matreiuss, the fact is right now, though, that Mage has cast Rain, which means his economy is higher than Matreiuss. Matreiuss's income is going to be higher, though, than Mage. So that is always going to flip back into Matreiuss's perspective, or Matreiuss's favor, going forward here. So Mage needs to kind of find some sort of a... He needs to find something here. What is this? We've seen Matreiuss going Centaur here. Bit of a shifting sands going through there for Matreiuss. Matreiuss says, Centaur versus Ra? Why not? This is absolutely wild. I've never seen this before. Matreiuss has got 5 villagers on favor. He still doesn't have a single military building up here. And he is going for something very, very fun here, ladies and gentlemen. Centaur pole marks out. Going to be running around the map at this point, searching for villagers to kill. Mage at this point, he's got this gold mine over here. Villagers are naked here. The fact of the matter is, Egyptian players don't normally get Centaur, don't normally feel the Centaur abuse as this villager here, these villagers here, excuse me, do have Skin of the Rhino, so it does take a couple of more special attacks to actually kill those off as a Centaur does get taken out on this position. Matreiuss going to be retreating back, and look at this, the priest here cannot hit these Centaur. This is what makes it actually kind of tough for Ra players and Egyptian players in general to deal with speedy myth units. There, if the myth unit moves faster than 6.0 speed, it ends up being very, very challenging to actually deal with them. However, these are expensive, and there is one unit that Ra enjoys, which can take the Centaur out very, very nicely, and that is the Patsuchos, who does not have any problems hitting speedy units. In fact, he is a 100% accurate unit to a lot of, well, he's a 100% accurate unit. But Mage motoring ahead right now. He's does he have himself Quarry upgrade yet? He does have Quarry. He's on this gold mine. Very, very greedy, very, very slow build here from Mage. But Matreiuss here, he's having fun at this moment. He's getting himself his armory. The Centaur coming through, sniping down the rock over there. Beautiful snipe where that's concerned. Great micro over here, pulling those Centaur away from the Patsuchos. Good micro there from Mage to be taking down the correct Centaur there. Is the correct low HP Centaur there, excuse me, as the Odysseus going to be coming through. Nice micro again from Mage to retreat away there as Matreiuss wasn't quite paying attention, but I'm sure he'll note, well, maybe he won't notice, and it's just going to be sitting there for even longer as now this the chariot archers starting to move forward. You see one Centaur getting cleaned up there. Is Mage going to be unfortunately losing quite a lot to these Centaurs already. Matreiuss with tons of resources in the back. He's at full 80 pop villages here, and Matreiuss is going to be finding himself probably in the Mythic Age with lots and lots of economy to boot. I mean, he's just forgotten to click up. I'm not sure what he's spending his time doing. Meanwhile, we do see a little bit of raids coming over here. Matreiuss on the gold mine there. He really doesn't need that many villages on gold. Wait, Matreiuss has just gone AFK? Or is the game bugged? Sometimes this happens. It's very rare to see... No, never mind. Apollo's coming in. It's very rare to see Matreiuss with this many idle villages and all the other stuff, but maybe he's just been distracted or whatever from real life. Real life exists, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a surprise to say things like that, but That can be the case. Apollo on the way. There's a world here where Matreiuss wants to spam out Manticore. One of Zeus's big benefits, which I think a lot of players forget, is that Zeus has got the fastest favor gather rate out of all of the Greek players, or Greek gods, excuse me, the Greek pantheon with the bonus. How much is it? Bonus 38% favor gather rate. So that ends up being a big deal, and you can get yourself a lot of myth units out of it because of it. As we do see the Jason getting sniped down, but the Centaur's going to come over here and deal with said camelry there. As the villager's going to be retreating back. And Mage at this point, he's going through Osiris, so he's going to have an answer for these Centaur very soon in the shape of a Son of Osiris, which basically one-bangs those Centaur, but maybe Matreiuss has got a plan here. Market immediately coming up. I honestly reckon he probably could have already clicked up to the Mythic Age, probably be 50% of the way there had he clicked up efficiently to the Heroic Age, but nonetheless, market coming down. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go Hera here. Reason being for Hera is the access to the Medusa can be very fun, and it seems like he's going for a fun strategy here, as we do see Hera, and also Lightning Storm onto the army is going to be like free kills, going to do a lot of damage and really set Matreiuss into the advantage here. As the Chariot Archer Cavalry looking for some raids here, but the Centaur are just saying, no, I'm going to push you guys back, get a little bit of chip damage, chase you down. The speed of these Centaur is actually something that Ra players are not going to be used to, because generally speaking, Ra has got the speed advantage. They've got the 6.6 speed cavalry. They've got the 5.5 speed chariot archers. There's not really a unit that can chase these units down, except for the Centaur. So this is a weird one to be in, a weird position for Mage to be in, where he's not got the speed advantage, and he is going to be losing some Centaur here running around the map. Great play from Matreiuss to be chasing that down. We do see the Son of Osiris is up, so these units need to retreat back. Has Matreiuss put any buildings down? Yes, he has. We see double fortress on this position here for Matreiuss. Matreiuss is looking like he is going to be rushing, as we do see a cheeky locust on this position so that the siege towers can take this down. Great usage of the locust there to clean this up, but what it looks like Matreiuss is doing in this game is it's looking like he's rushing Heliopolis here, which I absolutely love. I think Heliopolis are just so incredibly strong. He's got himself 3 fortresses, though one is going to be going down. We do see one Petropolis going to be going, or one Petropolis up the top here going to be going down as well, most likely, as a couple of military buildings do drop on this position. And now Matreiuss is going to start sieging down this town center over here. The wall's not quite up here for Matreiuss, but he's already got the catapults out for the time being, as there's the Mythic Age coming through for Matreiuss. Does he just click Lightning Storm on this position or not is the big question here. A couple of Patsukos out, and the Mummy is out as well, as we do see these siege towers about to clean up the rest of these buildings. The villagers trying to shank down some of these catapults, getting a lot of value out of them in all honesty. As we see, no, he's not even going for Heliopolis here. He's just getting himself engineers and he's spamming catapults out. These engineered Petropolis are going to do so much damage to the town center. The priest empowering onto the town center, not quite as strong as a pharaoh empowering to keep the town center up. It's still going to be relatively useful where that's concerned. As Mage here, spamming out mercenary cavalry, not that many villagers on gold at all, as we do see the Lightning Storm getting dropped down onto this position. Fortified town centers does finish, with the villagers not repairing at the moment. Manticore helping out to defend this one. Lightning Storm here probably hasn't done as much damage as Matreiuss would have liked, though it does look like the majority of the units here of Mage have fallen. Town center falls here, and what next for Mage, as Matreiuss at this point starting to make some Heliopolis as the town center is down. One Petropolis is really all he needs, as the Son of Osiris starting to get a little bit out of position here, so to speak. Do we see any attempt at making archers anywhere? There is a underworld passage potentially that could come down to the bottom of this map, but look at this, there's no gold anywhere else on the map for Mage to get, except for this gold mine here. There's potentially a gold mine over on this corner here. So 1 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold remaining. I mean, this one here is also available, but not really for Mage, as the Bellerophon is out, the Heracles is out as well, and Matreiuss is just slowly pushing forward. To me, it looks like Matreiuss is only used the, like, quote-unquote OP units in this game from from the side of this Zeus. Like your OP units is like your Centaur, your Jason, your Odysseus, your Bellerophon, your Heracles, your myth units, the Catapult, the Petropoli, the Heliopolis, as that Bellerophon basically just one v1 the son of Osiris, which is it goes to show that the Bellerophon in certain situations incredibly strong, and Mage in this game has to tap out. Matreiuss with an incredibly fun strategy here. Very, very rare to see those Centaur being utilized against a Ra player. Definitely a strategy to try out in the future, but very, very fun. There's a lot you can do as Ra to defend against these sort of strategies, particularly utilizing Pitsukos. So making sure you get out your monument to the villagers, monument to the soldiers, maybe even monument to the priests, making those Pitsukos and defending the Centaur can be a great way to go about it. Also rushing the Mythic Age off of 2 town centers would have been a nice attempt here, instead of going for the 3rd town center and throwing away units and all that. But nonetheless, Matreiuss, very, very fun. I love the idea of if you can just build, if you can get away with just building Centaur and rushing Mythic Age, man, you're going to be in for an incredibly fun game, because you could just go straight into fortresses, straight into these Heliopolis, back them up with a handful of heroes, especially with Lightning Storm, and you can just mow down your opponent, and there's like nothing, it feels like nothing they can do to defend if you can get away with it. So a really, really nice game here from Matreiuss. If you enjoyed it, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.